Had my subscribers early this morning. Early this morning. What's going on with y'all, man? And she really over there doing yoga. I'm in the park. This is my morning stroll, man. I gotta keep it healthy, so I like to walk every morning. Just let get the blood flowing. But check this out, though. One of my new subscribers. He wanted to know about probably one of the best riots, I guess you could say, or craziest ones. This is one, right? I ain't gonna say what prison, but it was the Bulldogs and the White Boys. The Bulldogs and the White Boys. More in particular, the Woodpile, because the Whites, they kind of got broke up. They got the skinheads, the motorcycle, the biker white boys, then the regular old white boys, them the Peckerwoods, and then you got Nazis. But you got all type of, but they're still broken up. So it's when it's a situation with the white race, they normally be, they still all come together because it's still a fight. So, man, this particular time, man, they got canteen, right? You get 3 draws if you a certain number. Like, say you from 1 to 30, you might be first draw, meaning you're gonna go to the store, the canteen, the first week. Then you might be 30 to 50, and then you're gonna be second draw, second week, and then all the way to 100 for the third draw. So, since we always going on lockdown, if a major situation happen, man, and we go on lockdown, people gonna starve. Ain't nobody gonna see no visitors. Man, we don't want to go on lockdown. So out of respect, and then on top of that, if a situation is gonna happen, you don't want other races to get involved. Like, picture this: like, there's the whole yard, there's hella different races all scattered over the yard. And if a black take off on a white across the yard, this whole yard is about to erupt, like bam. So to prevent it, you do things like you let the white shot caller know, hey, we about to get on our own today. Or the Mexicans will put out word to they type folks, hey, we about to get on somebody over there, so stay away from that area. So I hate to say it, but motherfuckers telegraph. Like, they'll be on the other, they'll be like, don't do nothing over there. It's about to be cracking over there. So then motherfuckers will walk to their side of their area. Like, if it's the Sac area, the Stockton area, whatever, they gonna go to their area, their home base where they post up on the yard, and then watch. If motherfuckers telegraph, you can look at the yard and tell what something's about to happen. So, man, but these slick ass white boys, I got to give them props. Man, they dropped a rumor, right? Because they know that motherfuckers gossip. They know, I ain't gonna say no niggas gossip, but they know motherfuckers gonna tell. So they used the rumor system and spread a rumor that they about to get on one of their folks, one of their own, right? And they was gonna do it morning yard. So and that yard recall. So at the end of yard recall, we all looking at these white boys. All the brothers that got to the side, we all looking at these white boys like it's gonna go down, right? But don't nothing happen. Don't nothing happen. Because they've been spreading this rumor from the first draw all the way to now it's third draw, and this is like the last day. So we've been waiting. Everybody been piling up, getting hella soups and shit. Man, next thing you know, don't nothing happen. So then we go inside. We was like, yeah, that was a false alarm. They was playing and shit. So everybody's guard go down. So we go back out that afternoon, because yard is 10 o'clock to 11. No, 9 o'clock to 11. And then we go in, and then we come back out at 1 o'clock, and then and we stay out till like 3:30. So when we come back out to this afternoon yard, everybody's guards was down, right? We playing basketball. The Bulldogs is playing in a damn tournament. You know what? Yeah, I think it's a tournament makeup game. No, I can't remember if it's a tournament game, but they playing basketball with us. They should be playing with us. I mean, especially if one of them didn't had a disagreement with the Bulldogs over these bars. They ain't tripping, because they've been telling everybody that they about to get on one of their own. So the temperature is not focused on the Bulldogs whatsoever. So we out there. It's about 2 o'clock. We balling. I'm on a basketball court. We in the heat of the game. Next thing you know, it was like a wave of white boys just came on the basketball court and just started getting on. Bulldogs are Mexicans that are from like the Fresno region. That's Bulldogs. Like Northern California, you got Norteños. Central California, you got Bulldogs. And in Southern California, you got Southerners, Southsiders. So, well, the Bulldogs, they used to be cool with the Southsiders, and they ended up getting their own places and own institutions because they ain't cool with nobody. But this particular yard was their stronghold. And man, they was getting into it over the bars. They was getting into it. And they was getting into it over the bars. And cause blacks have bars, Crips have bars, the Bloods have bars, the Bay have bars, but really it's black, Mexican, white boy, others. But there was only like 3, and it was a disagreement, like who gets what. But that was going on behind the scenes. So I guess in the white boys' mind, they like, well, fuck it, we'll get y'all off this yard all together. And man, when they took off on that basketball court, I seen they meant business, because even the Bulldogs that was out there with like crutches and shit, even though them crutches and shit turned to be weapons and shit, but they was stabbing even them up. I'm talking about, I had no idea what was going on the yard because I was so involved in this basketball game. Man, these white boys had made their way. They was stabbing Pisces too. So that means they was stabbing the Bulldogs and the Pisces, because the Pisces and the Bulldogs is really, they 2 separate entities in prison. But the white boys was getting it. They was Mexican, you can get it. You speak Spanish, you can get it too. And man, when it was all said and done, the basketball court was actually like the last final hurrah, because they had put in work all over the yard. There was Bulldogs laid out. I don't know how the tower didn't see what the hell was going on. I don't know how, but they managed to just systematically work their way through the whole yard, stabbing and stomping out every Mexican on that yard, every Bulldog on that yard. And then the basketball, because it's built in a circle. It's built in a circle similar to this, but it's built in a circle. And then it's lined, because it's a 180 design yard. So it got the catwalk and it's surrounded by the buildings. But it's no way in hell 4 buildings and the catwalk did not see these white boys going to work. And man, they did their thing. When it was all said and done and the yard finally went down, and I respect the white boys, they didn't make one move toward not one black. It was serious. And they so what ended up happening is when the yard go down and they just start getting the gurney, bringing the gurneys. They're like, we need a gurney for this one, we need a gurney for that one, we need a gurney for this one. Man, they ran out of gurneys damn near. They had stabbed so many Bulldogs, it wasn't even, it got sad after a minute. But man, that shit happened at 1 something, 2 something. Man, we was still out on the yard at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, because they had to process. That was just too much, man. So as far as like the worst riot, that's not the worst one I seen, but that was absolutely the most cleverest one I seen. The most cleverest one. They said, we're gonna get our own, made other races pile up, thinking that they was about to get their own, and they was really gonna get the other Bulldog Mexicans from Fresno all the while. That was slick. They used the rumor system against motherfuckers. Dirty with it. One time in Solano, the Pisces did their thing too, real quick. They got into it they was plotting on the blacks all the while. We had no idea, man. They was playing soccer next to where the blacks kick it at, and they kicked the soccer ball over to the blacks, right? And so I get, and when a nigga threw the soccer ball back to him, they grabbed the soccer ball, and then they went to playing again. Except this time when the soccer ball came toward where the blacks was, it was a whole wave of Pisces. And they was with all the business, man. It was blacks walking around Solano with slice wounds for years after that riot, because it was sad. I mean, blacks was going to help blacks and getting sliced up themselves. It was a dude who had a slice wound all the way from the top of his face all the way down to his chest, and then from the top of his head all the way down to his back for helping somebody else. That was ugly. Shit. One time the Asians got into it with the Northerners, and the Asian dude, well, he was like a Northerner slash Asian. That's what it was over. But he got his eye stabbed out. I'm talking about like some shit out the Simpsons, like some shit off of motherfucking Family Guy. Like a motherfucker stabbed, boop, his eyeball came out. His name was Puka. Puka said he could when the eye came out. He said he could. I talked to him after. He said he could see still. Like the eye was out his head, but he could still see. That's crazy. Hey man, appreciate y'all taking the time to listen out, man. Don't forget, man, donate to the channel, support the growth, man. Support the growth, support the channel, man. I appreciate y'all and I appreciate y'all comments, and I see that my channel was booming a little bit, man. I appreciate that, man. Please don't forget to donate, man. The link is in the description, man. The link is in the description. I'm advancing slowly, but I'm getting there. Thank you, and thank you. And thank you again. Dirty Weather. Go!